Mark the Meerkat here with the trade of the day from Grok Trade in the Grok Day Trading Chat Room. This was on SKX. Now it had earnings this morning and it was bam down over 12% here right at opening, and then it was basing here underneath his 50 moving average on this 1 minute candle chart, and then boom, look at that sucker go. So now it is turning very bullish here with nice volume, but you know what? Right now is not the time to get into this trade. We have to have a little bit of patience. So we have to wait for another what we call high probability entry here, for either let it high base a little bit here. It's right approaching the 31 even dollar amount, or maybe a little pullback and then take off again. That would be when we'd want to get in this trade. So we're going to be watching this one. Watch it very closely, and then it started to do what? It broke up above the 31s, began to pull back here. So I set a trade. If it starts to go back up, I want to be in. And sure enough, what happened in the next candle? Boom, there it goes. It rocketed up. I'm now in at 31.08. I am now long here on SKX. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 1% stop. Was already activated as my orders was triggered and filled. And so now I'm going to reduce my risk of 1%, which with our model portfolio investing $10,000 per trade, that would be about $100. I'm going to reduce that. I'm going to bring it here at 30.89 here, just under this 90-point market. So if it does break back down here below the 31 even dollar, I'll be okay with that. And so it would be less than $100 I'm risking here. And what did it do? Look at that. It tagged the 31 even dollar amount twice as it began to pull back again. And now let's see if it's going to either break down or roll back up. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Boom, 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 boom. I'm bringing my stop now up here to 31.19 in the money stop. Zero risk trade. Love it when that happens. And now it's up here basing here again, just kind of fluttering around here. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a half trade here, get ready to get out half here. If it's going to just stall here, give it the opportunity for the second half to run. And sure enough, right there, I did get out here at half at 31.57 for 1.6% on this first half. But what I've done now is locked in some profit. I'm going to take the number of shares in my stop, cut it in half because I just sold half up here, and right down here at the 31.28 area, I now have a second half stop here. This is how you let your winners run. So let's see if it decided to drop from this base here, or if it decided to take off, and look at it go right to the 200 moving average and the 32 even dollar amount. Another area of possible resistance here. So I'm going to go ahead and move up my stop right here to this 20 moving average at 31.66 area right there. Boom, it broke out just above all that there, and now it's high basing up here just above the 32.20, right at the 32.25 area. So following my stop along this 20 moving average here, and again letting my winner run here, and now it's just drifting up here, just drifting. Okay, I'm going to bring my stop up here just under the 32 even dollar amount, following that 20 moving average, and it just going sideways here. So I'm going to tighten up my stop here because it may fail here in this area. It's just using the 32.25 as support area, kind of fluffing around here, and bam, it falls down, stops me out on the second half for 32.16 for 3.5% on that second half. So let's pull back, take a look at this whole trade here. I missed this initial run up. I was patient and waited for another high probability setup. It did a bull pullback. I got in, and then it gently pulled back right to that line of support of $31. Rolled up. When it stalled, I took out half, and these are following my trading rules for managing a trade. And then it ran up here, and I was ready to tighten up my stop here. It was right at a major line of resistance, the 200 moving average and the 32 even dollar amount. Broke up above it, and then just stalled up here for the longest time. And as soon as it broke the support area there, I was out for a total trade of 2.5% in 40 minutes. Now this was just one of several trades. Now last week, my video last week was our record expense trade day in the history of the trading room. We lost about 2% in the room. Again, with our model portfolio, it would be about $200. That was the largest loss we've ever had in the room since its existence for over 5 years. This, and I told you, for 2 weeks we've been struggling because the market was just fluffing around sideways. Well, today, this week, a different story. Here it was today. Here we had 8 trades. We had 6 out of 8 trades for 75% success rate, and we ended up with 14% net for the day. That's right, 14%. That's about $1,400 in about an hour and a half that we traded this morning. Now we started off with a real big one here on MBIO, and several members of the room also got over 5%, and won 7.5% on that trade as well, as I called that one out. And there was a couple that I missed on that one later on. Then we had several of these other trades. I just went over trade number 4 here for the 2.5% there on SKX. But what kind of week did we have? Again, remember the one I showed you last week? We'd been struggling to even get to, we have less than 5% per day, which is our target. Well, look at this week. Ooh, doggies, look at that. 6, 7, 19% yesterday, 14% today. So we had a weekly total of 47% net. That's about $4,700 we had in 4 days of trading 2 hours in the morning. That is a great income. Again, our weekly target when we trade 5 days is 25%. Stretch goal of 50. We were almost to 50 just trading 4 days this week. So every day, every trade is a completely unique event. So if you'd like to join us in the day trading chat room, you can. Just go to groktrade.com. groktrade.com, and you can go up here to where it says day trading chat room. You read about it and you can join our room. Again, we trade from 9:30 to about 11:30 Eastern time. If you can be in front of the markets at that time, whatever time zone you're in. We have people from 10 different countries joining us right now. We just added one today from Israel. We have a trader now from Israel. Or if you'd like to take our mentoring program, it's coming up here next weekend, the weekend after Easter, in April. 27, 28, 29. That's Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 8 hours each day. We'll be trading on with Zoom conferencing. So you can do it from the comfort of your own home. So if you're interested in either of those, you can do Mentor, or you can do the chat room, whichever one might work for you. This is Mark the Meerkat from everyone here at Grok Trade. Have a happy Easter.